Happy gardening. I'm outside in my garden, and as you can see, my cattle panel. I placed this up maybe 2 weeks ago now, and I was able to add all of my cucumber vines on it. But you can see down here, here's a cucumber. I've probably harvested about 30 cucumbers at this point, and there's still plenty more little ones on here to go. So one of the benefits of having a cattle panel is that it gives you a lot more room to show all of your cucumbers, to hold them up, and it's easier to find them. Although I will admit, at the bottom you still have hidden cucumbers. I literally have one that was like this wide earlier that I found this morning. However, again, the benefit of having one of these cattle panels is so that you can find them. And if I scroll around so you can see even more, I'll come in close. Now you can see the inside of the cattle panel. I also have a trellis here. So I have them growing up the trellis, up the cattle panel. This is my shade cloth hanging down to give them a little bit of shade, but still allow the bees to come through, but not burn it with this hot heat that we're experiencing here in Texas. And as you can see on that side, I have the melon that I didn't know that was growing in this bed on the opposite side of the cattle panel. And as you can see, there's several melons hanging. I have them in what's called hammocks. So you can see the hammock here. These are hammocks. Apparently one has come off, so I need to go and fix that. But these cattle panels have been a game changer for me. If we look further down into my garden, you can see I have 2 more cattle panels. Now, I didn't use those cattle panels down there to put plants on them. I use them for shade because it gets so hot out here in my garden that it kills off all my plants. Well, what I noticed last year, the first time that I used shade netting, it made a significant difference, and my garden actually lasted all the way to October versus dying in the middle of August. So as I walk down here, you can see right now I'm standing in the sun, but when I go underneath the cattle panels with my shade cloths, you'll see big difference. Big difference. In fact, it's such a big difference. It's at least a 20-degree cooler temperature, which is great for my tomatoes. I don't have the tomatoes underneath the cattle panel because they are indeterminate tomatoes, which means they continue to grow and you don't know how tall or how big they're going to get. So I have the cattle panels in between, which means I can stand under them to harvest the tomatoes. And the tomatoes still get a little bit of shade and not 100% heat. So this is the benefit of having a cattle panel in your garden. Happy gardening. See you in the garden.